Greetings. My name is Robert Stevens, and I'm the head instructor of the United States Ninpo Academy. I started training in Ninpo in 1985. I've been getting a lot of emails about what is the United States Ninpo Academy? Who are you? What style do you teach? And what is Ninpo? So I'd like to take a second today to address that. What is Ninpo? Ninpo is a combination of many Japanese systems, Japanese styles of martial arts. They're called Ruha, family scrolls. For example, a few of them would be Togakure-ryu, Gyokuru, Koto-ryu, Togagi-yoshin-ryu. These systems have been passed down from the late Takamatsu sensei, who was the 33rd Grandmaster of Ninpo, passed down to the current Grandmaster, Dr. Masaki Hatsumi. This information is still very much alive and still taught to this day. So these ancient traditional systems are very unique to many other styles of martial arts being taught in Japan and around the world. These Ninpo Ruhas have special tactics, special techniques, special weapons, and they break down the core of the physical training of Buman. In addition to that, we study Shuman. Shuman is a spiritual belief, a spiritual training, a spiritual development. Some call it Seishin Teki Kyoyo, of a spiritual refinement. This is teaching you how to train from the inside, to have the inner strength that you need, to teach you about the laws of nature, to teach you about the purposes of life. It teaches you to give goals and dreams to this existence. And the physical skills are used to protect that goal or that dream. And without the understanding of the balance of nature and your part in it, you're never going to be able to get up when knocked down if you don't have something to live for. So it's the combination of that physical training and the spiritual training that makes Ninpo different. In addition to those two core principles, the word Ninpo is spelled like that, N-I-N-P-O. And you see the word nin, right? And from the word nin, that's kind of where some of the more common terms that people have heard of, like the word ninja. So you have nin, then you have ja. The word ja just means man. And this kind of all breaks down from the kanji. You have the kanji of the nin. And then this is po. So that is how Ninpo would be in Japanese. And the word nin is broken down again into two radicals. One being to, and the other being shin. And the word to simply means blade. Shin means your heart or your spirit. If someone puts a blade above your heart, you must persevere. You must endure. And that is what the kanji for nin or from Ninpo, means to persevere, to endure, to never give up, to never quit. And then Po is meaning law. So with Po being a law, this is something that cannot be changed. The sun is going to rise and fall. The earth is going to rotate the sun. These are laws, these are principles that cannot be disputed. So Ninpo itself is broken into the laws of enduring, the law of persevering. And also you can see this is To Shin, Po. So that's kind of the traditional ends. But Ninpo is the way you say it. And then Ninja, Ja is the man, the person, who studies Ninpo. And the tactics that the ninja, the man, would use is called ninjutsu. Again, you have that nin. So Ninpo is the overall art, that combination of physical realm of many different Japanese systems and the spiritual realm of inner teachings of your spirit. The combination of that physical realm and the spiritual realm is what makes Ninpo. The practitioner that studies Ninpo is referred to as the ninja, and the tactics that the ninja would use are referred to as Ninpo. Altogether, Ninpo is the correct term. The word Po being used as law is very important. Many martial arts systems, Karate Do, Judo, Aikido, Kendo, the word do simply means a technique or a way or a method. So imagine a mountain, and the principles of climbing that mountain, those paths that lead to the summit of the mountain, the techniques used to climb to the summit of the mountain are do principles. Those do principles are the tactics and skills that you use to reach the summit of the mountain. Once you've reached the summit of the mountain, there's no place to go. So use the same or different principles to climb down those mountains, or use different techniques or paths to get down. Ninpo, as a law, more eternal, more evolving, is seen as a cloud above that same mountain. And from that cloud, it rains, covering the entire mountain. That rain forms into streams, and streams into rivers, rivers into lakes, and lakes into oceans. And eventually that water rises to the heavens again and becomes a cloud. It is reborn. That eternal cycle continues. That law of nature continues. So the word Ninpo should be used as the style of martial arts. The practitioner of Ninpo is referred to as the shinobi. That's the true term for it, or the more common term for it. The word ninja is relatively new, but the shinobi is the old term for a practitioner who studied Ninpo. And then the tactics of the shinobi were tactics of ninjutsu. But it kind of goes even beyond that, because the ninjutsu tactics are mainly only part of that Buman, or physical realm. To touch on that a little bit, Buman, that physical realm, so Buman, that's generally broken down into two sets of 18. So you have the 18 of the ninja, and then you have 18 of the samurai. So the 18 of the ninja and the 18 of the samurai, that breaks the 36 combinations. So those 36 skills can be skills like Kenjutsu, Bojutsu, Naginata, Yarijutsu, Manriki Kusari, Hojo Jutsu, Inton Jutsu, Shinobi Jutsu. There's all these different principles. But basically there's core principles that the ninja would study. And then there's core principles of what they call Bujutsu. Bujutsu are the physical tactics that are referred to as the samurai, or an old school traditional system. So Bujutsu techniques are very practical. This was the main core of what was around in Japan. The ninjutsu aspect was kind of like the special forces of it. So if you look at Bujutsu being like the army, and the ninjutsu being like the special forces that the army would use. In many cases in Ninpo, all 36 of these principles were taught. The ninja itself would learn principles of the samurai as well as advanced principles of ninjutsu. And it was the combination of the 36 that made that shinobi no mano, that expert of warfare, of Buman, complete. Today, only a fraction of these 36 are even taught, and the core 18 Ninpo principles are around, and then the core 18 samurai principles are around, but many times they're never shared. Someone may study in Shinkage-ryu or other styles of martial arts that do the samurai system, but the ninjutsu tactics are never taught. Or it's the other way around. The aspects of the ninjutsu tactics are being taught, but the core principles of bujutsu are not taught. In my opinion, the complete aspect needs to be both. The bujutsu training that gives you the core foundation of martial arts, the core foundation of kenjutsu, yarijutsu, bojutsu, jujutsu, fighting skills. Those are very important. As your training develops and your skills develops, then ninjutsu starts to get into play, and you start to learn to guerrilla warfare tactics of the ninjutsu. And then in addition to the physical training, in time, you start to do less physical training and you start to do more of the Shuman training, more of the spiritual training, more of the enlightened warrior training. The combination of that physical realm, the spiritual realm, and the 36 different principles makes Ninpo what it is, and what makes Ninpo different from all the other systems that are out there. Some systems may only do a handful of weapons and only train in one family style. In Ninpo, it's a buge, or a collection of many styles of martial arts. So we're going to train in 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different family scrolls. And inside those family scrolls, there's different principles and tactics, different weapons, different skills. And it's the combination of all of those physical skills with the eternal law of the Shuman, of the internal spiritual energy, that combined together makes the ninja who he is, or the shinobi who he is. So Ninpo is very different from other styles of martial arts, but hopefully this gives you a little better understanding of what Ninpo is and how it all comes together. Thank you.